How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly Ammo, and today we're getting it played with a little bit more 20 strong. This time it is 20 strong Rose. So I have played this once offline before I started making content again. So we're gonna get it played for you guys on the channel. This one is one of the weirder ones, I guess, because it wasn't part of a regular campaign. It was sold separately. I think it was originally supposed to be like a new entry point core box at Barnes & Noble, and then that kind of fell through because of shipping, pandemic, rates, money, things happened. We are going to go ahead and display it. I debated if I wanted to go with Beauty, who, if you watch Mike from One Stop Co-op Shop, he said that Beauty is broken. Or if I wanted to try maybe like one of the promo characters, one of the other ones. I just stuck with Beauty. Why? Because I had already made the thumbnail, and so this is where we are. Anyway, let's go ahead and flip over. I'll give you a brief rundown of how this one works. So there we are. Hopefully this is bright enough. Unfortunately, because of the way I've got this set up, I can't really zoom in on anything. So it's like, I guess I can a little bit of zoom. Yeah, I can. That's how much zoom you guys get today. But here we go. We are set up for Tanglewoods Woods. I keep saying wood, singular. Woods Rose. Tanglewoods Rose is a lane battler. It was almost as I was thinking about how this works. I'm thinking like asteroids, right? We're trying to shoot up. But this is our castle. Baddies are going to be coming down through our castle by drawing cards. So what we're going to do on our turn is we can draw as many cards as we want. The objective is to get through this entire deck. There's like 43-ish cards. I took one out because I am playing on level 0 cards. That means we need to do an average of 3 cards per action. So what we'll do is we'll draw the first card, we'll flip it over. The next card, of course, will have another letter, and we will put it into that lane. On the card, it could have it move itself down the lane. It could have it flip over these cards, which will go to nighttime mode. Makes the cards worse. It's basically what happens, and so forth. But each time that we actually do a deploy, we do gain a reward. So if I deploy, I can either gain a random item, which for Beauty is really good. We'll go over her abilities in a minute. I can flip a location to daytime. So if there's any locations that are flipped to nighttime, which are bad, or I can recover 2 additional dice. The other option is maybe I still have too much out here from the previous round. I can not draw any cards, and then I can actually bring back 7 of my dice. As we go through, we're going to have the normal rewards that are going to occur. Some are going to be instant rewards, which we can choose to do, or I can say, no, I don't want that instant reward, and it goes over here into the Rose Garden, so I can spend the coin. So there's a coin value on here. We'll be able to spend them. So for 3 coins, we can upgrade an item in our inventory. All item cards are double-sided, and it is in the book. It says random, and the player aid it doesn't say random. So I'm not sure which one's accurate. I would say I don't want it to be random. I would want to pick my card, but if you go by rulebook, it's supposed to be random. 3 coins to get health, 3 coins to get recovery, 3 coins to get strategy, or 5 coins. Sorry, 4 for recovery, 5 for strategy, and 6 to discard a boss completely. So you can add your coins together, but you do not get change. So that's kind of the downside. So if I had like a 3 and a 4, I don't know if that's a thing, and I had 7, I wouldn't be able to do 6 and get 1 change, and then maybe I had another 2 to make a 3. Like that doesn't work. So you either spend it all or get nothing. The vendor is very greedy, and he doesn't give you your change back. It's kind of like pennies. Like, why do we have pennies anymore? They should just get rid of them. It costs pennies and dollars, and I'm going on a tangent, but pennies and dollars cost the US Mint more to make than they're worth. It's very crazy that we still, like, we want to talk about like getting rid of deficit. Like, why do we still do that to ourselves? Oh man. All right, either way. So yeah, no change for you. So that's what's going to happen. They're going to come down. We're going to try to defeat. Now, what happens when they come down? So unlike a normal 20 strong game where each of the ones that are out there attack you, in this one, they only attack you once they progress past the 3rd row the 3rd row. Once they go through the 3rd row, once they come to the bottom, then that is they have reached the castle and they will do damage to you. So the key is to not let them get that low. How do we do that? Well, we have we're going to use this as a mover. So it's kind of weird. In some of the newer ones, they tell you to use your heart dice, and other ones, they tell you to use your actual card. We're just going to use the heart die. We're going to go through these rows. When we're in a row, we can use our total strategy to shoot. So my strategy is 2, so I can shoot up to this lane. This is 4. I can exhaust a die to be able to shoot 1 more. I can exhaust another die to be able to shoot 1 more. And that can happen anytime during my active phase of where I am attacking. The second thing I can do is exhaust a die, either from an available die or from one that I've rolled, maybe it's a miss, to extend that. I can also use it same, probably did this in the wrong order. I can also do that to move. I don't know why my throat just got all clamped. So what that means is, on my turn, I get to choose where I want to go for that turn. But once I'm there, I'll need to use those dice. I'll need to exhaust a dice from one of the 2 areas to then move to any other lane and then shoot. The benefit is, say I had 7 hits and the guy I eliminated in this row only cost 3 hits, I could move to another row and then I could apply those 4 hits to somebody else. So that's good, right? So that's how we're going to be defeating the baddies and getting them out of the board. Items are items. Like I said, you can upgrade them by paying coins. That's pretty much it for the flow here. Like I said, there are no bosses. There is no end of round activation effects in this one. So they took that out because that would kind of be, I don't know how you would combat that. These are special debuffs that can occur as well. If we get to one, we'll go over the debuffs. But I'm playing Beauty the Scholar. So on her starting side, she is well read. Anytime you gain an item, she gets to gain 2. Items are gained from the bottom. I don't know if it really matters with Beauty, honestly, because I'm just going to draw the 2 from the top, and I don't know what the second one is. Like, it really doesn't. I mean, I guess I would still have 4. I would have 4 knowledge of what at least one of them is when I defeat somebody. Say, okay, what I want to do that. But yeah, you should take them from the bottom. She can choose one, discard the other. Once she has 3, she gets to flip. So all of the Tangle characters, of course, in Tanglewoods flip. She has Arts of War. I can discard an item to set 2 exhausted dice, 2 crits, and then apply them to enemies. So she basically gets to... Oh, I missed that, David. And then Streamlabs deleted it. What? Dang it. Streamlabs, stop deleting messages. Sings, I beg your pardon, never promised you a rose garden along with the sunshines. There's got to be a little rain sometime. Can I... Huh. I don't know why David did that for that particular one. Maybe because you had the stars? I don't know why, David. It's weird that it does that to you sometimes. I can put you in timeout. I'm still doing. It says add as a moderator. That's my other option. I don't know if it would stop you. I don't know if the 2 mods would fight. You and Streamlabs could fight. So Arch of War, basically, I get free crits. When I have 2 or fewer items, then I flip back over. She gets another one. She keeps flipping back and forth. Very powerful to be able to get 2 crits, because crits count right as 2 damage. I think that's it. I think that is it. We're going to start pulling cards and probably, see what happens. Oh, there you go. Streamlabs says, it says, please refrain from posting links. David didn't post any links, Streamlabs. I guess it doesn't like the asterisks. Oh, I see what it is. Garden and along, the period was missing a space. So it sees garden dot along as a link. I don't know why I can't undo. Like, I should be able to undo what was done. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get our first guy. We're going to deploy. We have to deploy. So he's going to deploy to B. So this is the Dreamweaver. 2 attack. If your strategy is 1 to 3, Dreamweaver has, accelerate or whatever it is. If it's 4 to 6, then she actually activates the speed. Dreamweaver's health is equal to the sum of your stats. All right, well, she's coming in right there. And she's forcing me. I get a reward for this one. So, because I did this. So I gain one random item. Or flip a location. We're going to gain one random item. So we have a candelabra. Choose an active enemy. Hang on. Oh, when you gain a random item, I get to pick 2. Sorry. So this one, when there's an enemy, I can basically keep rolling a yellow until I get a crit, and the yellow are the worst. Once it is crit, then I defeat that enemy as long as the number of times I had to roll before that equal more than the enemy. Just a normal apple. The only reason I know what this one was is because I set up wrong and I actually got the candelabra instead of the person. Just normal apple. Place normal apple next to... See, this would have been good before she came out. I think I am going to do the candelabra. We will discard... Yeah, discard that one. And she's bringing a friend. So she's going to bring a friend. The friend is going to see, which is good, so I can push her down. Crawling Vines, 5-2. Crits cannot be applied to Crawling Vines. So that one's going to go there. Now that does not count as me deploying. That came out because of her. So we do need to do, like I said, an average of probably about 3 per round. So we'll go ahead and do a third one. Ravenous Dwarf, 5 and 1. That's it. That's all he does. Oh, hang on. Sorry. That is flipping over speed. Oh, no, he has speed. Sorry, he has speed. Need suffer damage. Okay, so he's going to move 2 locations at once. This one is flipping this over. So now, in each suffer damage, active enemies, so all enemies are going to move 2 locations. He is going to A. I do get one more thing. I can't do anything else except for random items right now. Song back from 1970. But thought Rose Garden was fantastic. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, it was just because of the... yeah, it's because it was missing the space, so it saw the dot as, like, you know, the end of a .com or something. Catapult. Roll a ready die. You may apply any rolled already die. You may apply all hits to active enemies, returning the rest to your dice. Ooh. Tondo of Blood. An enemy would be activated to an occupied location. Oh, I'm doing the catapult, man. I get to roll all my die and just kill people. And it says you may apply roll to active enemies. It doesn't say they have to be in range. Because I'm catapulting, right? I'm just throwing as far as I can. That's my assumption. All right. And then he's bringing a friend. Stop bringing friends. Sandwich. All other enemies have... they have this darkness. So all these enemies now will be flipping cards. That's not good. Sandwich leaves the activator without being defeated. You heal 1. So if you leave the sandwich in there as long as possible, I'm gonna be able to heal because it does 0 damage to me. And it's going deep. I don't know how that lucked out, but I'm not doing any more. I'm not doing any more. So I'm not necessarily afraid of it. You know what? Hang on. I got this catapult right here at the beginning, right? Catapult right at the beginning. Should I use the catapult right now? I'm thinking I get some more guys. Like how many hits would I need right now? 5, all my stats, 3, 5, 6, 7, 7. So I need 8, 13. Now, I'm not going to get any more because that's 5, 10, that's 18. And then that guy there would make it 25. And I have 40 dice. Yeah, let's see what happens. All right. So we're going to use our handy dandy dice tower. Maybe we'll put the dice tower here. Oh, that's really close to a microphone for you guys. You guys have to let me know if that is too close to the microphone. All right, we're gonna roll everything. Those all go down in there. There we go. So we're using our catapult. We catapulted before we even did any attacks. Let's see what happens. So 2, 4, 5. He's gone. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could get rid of her or him. I can't put crits on him, so actually I wouldn't be able to do anything on him. Damage does not carry over. So, and she has plus speed, or no, she has plus speed because of this guy anyways. But that would get this guy down further. It'd get him out of there quicker. Banish up to 3 dice. For each die banished, roll a different stat die, setting the rolled result as the stat's new value. Oh, so I can get a random stat increase. For all 3 items, choose one to gain and discard the rest. Which, I mean, I can already do that by default. This one's +1 to any stat or gain 1 random item and upgrade it. Oh, and upgrade it. Actually, getting rid of that one's pretty good too. And if I get rid of him, then these aren't flipping. And it's +1 to any stat, so actually I can do that. Oh, and I'm going to get all my dice back. So actually I might be able to attack these guys anyways. So. Yeah, I'm going to be able to attack those guys. But I do think maybe I'll get rid of him. So 2, 4. We'll keep the red. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So that is 7. So he is gone as well. So again, I can do instant or I can do the money. So I think I'm going to do the instant on him. So let's exhaust. I don't know where to put my exhaust dice. Yeah. We're going to do the instant on him. +1 any stat. I think we want to go up on our strategy. That way we can shoot further. And then or gain 1 random item and upgrade. Now I want my strategy to go up. There. So he is gone. We are 1 step closer to winning the game. And that one's defeated. So I can either gain 1 random item or get 1 more coin. Which would give me 4 coins, which would increase my recovery. I'm not going to use this ability. It doesn't make sense for me, which is 1 coin as well. And again, you don't get change. I don't think I'm going to use her ability either, so that would actually give me 4. 3, 6, 7. Can't do anything with 7. 5, which means I wouldn't need these 2. I would need the 3, and the 3 would give me 6. So yeah, let's go ahead and do the gain 1 random item. So, which means I get 2. That was a beauty. A dog's favorite siege weapon is a catapult. Library card. If you would gain an item when your inventory is full, discard library card for 1 health. You still gain the item. Earthbound. When adjacent enemy would damage you, ignore the damage and instead move it to range 4. So it pushes them back. So I get a heal or a pushback. I think I like the pushback. Alright. Alright. We haven't even started my actual attack phase yet because I used that weapon. So, where do I want to start? What do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 dice left. The crawling vines is fast. Which means it's going to go here. It's going to go 2. Oh yeah, plus speed is gone now. Thing with the Dreamweaver is I'd have to roll all the dice. With the crawling vines, I could maybe say, let's say I luck and I get a 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Both of them are at range 4, so I am going to have to exhaust 2 dice. Because I can shoot here, I can't shoot here. So I'm going to have to exhaust 1 die. So say we get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then hope one is a hope one is a miss. And let's keep the 2 yellow. So I do have a total of 3 strategy phases. That didn't work. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3. So we got 3. So that was our first strategy phase where we need at least 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, but I can't put crits on him. Dang it. I didn't think about that. Can't do crits on that guy anyways. So I guess I want to do her. Right? Because I don't have, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 for that, but then I have 4 left, which isn't enough to take her. Oh no, she's up to 9 now, right? Because I increased my stat. So actually, yeah, I need to apply it all to her. So, oh, but I said I was going to start here. Dang it. I have to do that. There we go. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9. Which gets rid of her. We're going to go ahead and put her as coins. That's all I can do. So now we're going to do their phase, which she's going to go 2. Then recover. I get to recover 3 dice. Yeah. I could do the candelabra now, because I can use the exhausted yellow. Do I want to do the candelabra now? No, we'll go ahead and go into the next phase. It's fine. So, that was a pretty good first round. When attacking the castle, a bad gardener is divine. All right, who do we got? Oh, and he's going to bring a friend. Oh, and he's going to bring up expose. So expose, when you suffer damage from an enemy, you must reduce your strategy or recovery rather than health. I don't like that. He is going to A. After each applied dice step, if any dice were applied to Weevil D, trigger his... Oh, dang it, he's going to keep bringing more guys out. Now I kind of wanted the apple. So he's going to A. All right, so he's on A. And he's going to bring a friend. But let me get my reward first. My reward, I'm going to go ahead and recover 2 dice. I mean, I could get an item, but let's get some dice. All right. Oh, sorry. Forgot to spend my coins. Should have spent my coins. I'm going to spend 5 coins to increase my strategy again. So now we're at 4 strategy, so I can shoot all the way to the back line. I'm good to go. That also means I get 4 rerolls. So now we will do this, right? Yeah. Molten Spirit is going to C. He is activating the speed boost. So that means everybody's moving 2 now, which means I definitely got to take out them binds. You cannot recover. Ooh, while he's out, I cannot recover red or purple. I don't like that. All right. I have 3 guys out there. I could get rid of 1 almost, I think almost guaranteed with my candelabra, but then it puts me 1 step lower on doing that. Although I do have this, which you just push the crawling vines back. It doesn't get rid of them. Let's do 1 more. We're going to do 1 more. Let's get 4 out there this round. Oh, I forgot. Got to reduce. We're on day 17 now. 1 more. Beast Hunter, which is fine. He's doing the same thing. He's going to D, which is good as well. Beast Hunter's attack is reduced by my health before suffering damage. So he only attacks for 3. All right, so I did... That was from him. This was me pulling him out. So I do get to do 1 thing. Do I want to get an item? Or do I want to... Do I want an item or do I want to gain more dice? I've only got, what do we got? 7, 5, 5, 6. I need more dice. All right, so we're going to recover 2 more dice. The problem is I would draw more, but everybody's moving 2, and I'm not going to be able to get rid of both of these this turn. Which means this is going to stay for a little bit longer. All right, so who do we want to get rid of first? Cover 1 die from each location on its nighttime side. That's not helping me, so he's going to be coins. +1 to any stat or gain one random item and upgrade it. Roll up to 4 ready dice. You may apply any rolled hits to an active boss at any range. Return unapplied dice from this roll to your dice pool. I forget who are the bosses. The one I think bosses are the ones with the reds, because there is no boss in this game. I think those are the bosses. Keyword's name. I don't remember even saying the word boss. Rose Garden, spinning coins. Time runs out. Items. Enemies. Item cards. I don't remember ever saying anything about boss. Now I'm confused why that mentions boss. I would assume it's these. The boss is the ones that activate these. So where are these cards mentioned? Nope. Nope. What do they call these? Modifier reminder cards. Modifiers. I just went through this a second time. It doesn't even mention the modifiers. Affect all enemies that are instant. The modifier reminder cards have active and inactive sides. When an enemy with a global keyword enters play, flip the corresponding card. When the enemy with the global keyword leaves play, review all active enemies, whether it's time to flip the card back to its inactive side. But it doesn't mention boss. I have to assume that the ones that turn on the modifiers are the bosses. That's what I'm gonna go with. I don't see anything that says what makes somebody a boss. I mean, I guess I could quickly look through the deck like I'm gonna memorize these. Oh, there we go. Sorry. So okay, so boss has the crown. Okay, so there are bosses in here. All right, that makes more sense. And maybe there was a crown icon and I missed it. So that makes more sense. All right, so he doesn't help me until the boss comes out. Otherwise, he just gives me 1 coin. All right, where do I want to start? Do I want to use the candelabra? So I cannot apply crits to this guy, and he's going to hit me, which then I would have to use this to push him back, which then he's going to go too. Kind of want to get rid of the 2s. Do I want to get rid of the candelabra? I don't like him because I can't recover my red and my purple. So I think we're going to go after this guy. I think I'm going to use my candelabra. So basically I roll the candelabra until I get a crit. We need to, basically as soon as I get to, yeah, once I get to 5, I can stop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so he's gone because I only had to get to 5 and then that was it. All right, so he's gone. I can recover 1 die for each location on its nighttime side. Unfortunately, I don't have any. So he's just going to count as 1 coin in here. Oh no, I can use him as an item. But I can't get that. I don't get him as an item yet. I get him as an item later. All right, now, so I have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's get rid of the other guy that makes some zoomies. I don't want all these guys to have the zoomies. He's got the zoomies no matter what. So he's gonna come down, I'm gonna hit that, and he's gonna go back up no matter what. Unless I can come back over and attack him. So we need 7 to get rid of the beast hunter. So we'll say this is 2, 3, 4, 5. Go with 5, and we'll just throw the 1 in there because I can use that to move. Again, I could have used it to move while it was down there. Let's see here. So I get 4 strategy. So 1, 2. That was my first roll. 3, 4, 5. That was my second. That was my third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 7. I did not get a crit twice, so we're going to add the blue as my final roll. 6, 7. Ah, that sucked. That sucked. All right, so we apply that to him. I can't. This he count. Oh, I forgot. He counts as an item too. Okay, I keep forgetting these are guys. He's an item. So same thing. I can choose him to be an item. All right. I have 2 dice left, which is not enough to take anybody out. So we're gonna have to call that. All right. So they activate. He's gonna go twice. So 1, 2. Now the question is, do I take the 2 damage? Do I take the 2 damage, or to discard him, or do I push him back if I use my Earthbound? Let's use my item. I've got it. And we're gonna push him back. All right, and then he is just gonna move once. All right, recover 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I have 2 coins or items. So 2 coins doesn't buy me anything, so we will just use these guys as items. So now we're back up to 2 items. So I get a 3rd item, then we're good to go. What kind of light does a magician use? Candelabra cadabra. There we go. Candelabra cadabra. It took a minute to get off the tongue. All right. So now we are on day 16, and we're gonna have to get some dice. If I get an item first, I can flip over. What's my ability? I discard a card to set 2 exhausted to crits. So I get 2 crits. I get 4 hits automatically. And I kind of like these items, but I really don't. So I'll probably just discard one of those guys. So yeah, let's go. So we are going to go first. Goblin. I forget what the torch means. Torch is mob. After this enemy is activated, each other enemy in its path moves 1 location towards you. Oh, here. One here. It says boss. There we go. And the icon reference sheet says boss. This enemy is placed with your effect reminder cards rather than on a path. Does not move. Your hero can damage it. Okay, yeah. Alright. So he's coming in on B. But we do get an item because he came in. He allows us to recover 2 yellow dice. Alright, so we have Pogo Stilts. In the suffer damage stage, for each damage you would suffer, roll a green die from any area, so I can do it from my discard. Turning the same area. On a miss, ignore that damage. On a crit, suffer 1 additional damage. Don't roll for this damage. Moat Piranhas. I am a piranha. Deal 2 damage to each enemy adjacent to you that would be defeated by that damage. Sweet. We're going to get us some piranhas. Alright, so we have gotten to 3. So anytime you have 3, you get to flip. So we're good to go there. We have not picked a lane yet. Discard the pogo stilts. Then he's going to bring a friend, unfortunately. His friend is Fladnag the Beige. So he's going to convert things to the dark side. Each team Fladnag the Beige moves, activate the highest value gold card from your cache as an enemy on a path. Ooh, he's bringing these guys back. Guess it's good I don't have any in there right now. I don't like him. All right, so we don't have a lot of dice. We need more dice. Oh, speed is deactivated. All right. Expose is still active. Do we get another one? I think I need to get another one because I need some dice. So we're gonna go for it. Oh, that is not good. He's a double spawn. Dang it, Rave Troll. 20 hit points too. In the applied dice step, if you discard items to deal 5 damage to Rave Troll for each item discarded, tuck the items under Rave Troll until defeated as a reminder. When you gain a reward, so this is a ongoing ability. You may ignore its printed reward and gain 1 random item instead. Like, he's perfect for her. So luckily he doesn't push this guy down. But now we got to get 2 more. Now I need my catapult. All right, so this is the first one. Oh, hang on. I did that. So let's recover my 2 dice. So he's spawning 1. Oh, you got to be kidding me. This is going to be game over right here. All right, so he's going to see. It is another goblin. So he's pushing this one down. Hang on. After this enemy is activated, each other enemy on its path moves 1 location towards your hero, which this was doing anyways because he was pushing them down. So I don't know if he gets. I don't know if he pushes him and then he gets to move anyways. Oh no, he goes down 2 anyways. Because he's got the speed. I assume this still takes effect. So he's... Oh, that's not good. All right, we're still doing this guy's +2. Then we have to do a +1 for him. Let me put something on here to remember I got to do that. So we're still doing his plus... This was a bad idea. The Pyrana sounds kind of tasty. Yeah. Phew, God. He goes, and then he gets pushed 1 because of the torch. All right, so we're finished him. Now we need to do him and him. So now we're doing this one. This is horrible. I can't make this up. I shuffled the deck. I promise. He's going to D. 1, 2, which means this goes to dark. This goes to dark. We do this one. No, this is game over. I mean, this one has a spawn plus spawn too. This is definitely game over. B, so he's going here. He goes here. So it's when he activates. They activate when they come in, not when they're being bumped down. So he just bumped him down. So that was that one. He's going to turn things to dark. Now we got to do this one. Oh, Steve. It's just Steve. It's just Steve. Steve's coming in on C. And now we got to do this one. Mechracon. He's going to C, which is this one. He gets pushed down. He gets pushed down. He goes there. All right. I don't think I can do this. What's the worst cascade? Yeah, that's a worse cascade than Castle Panic. Yeah. Oh, man. That's crazy. So hang on. So this one, in the applied dice step, you may discard items to deal 5 damage to him. For each item discarded this way, tuck it underneath. So I could have up to 4. This one deals 2 damage to each adjacent enemy. If it would defeat it, I don't have 2 adjacent enemies. What does he get now? Oh, enemies here have 2 additional defense. I think that's defense. Armor. Yeah. So he has 2 additional armor. Luckily, that happened and I didn't have, because it's when he moves, not when he activates. Luckily, I didn't have any for him to activate. The torch. At the end of the applied dice step, if torchbearer has dice on it but is not defeated, place torchbearer on the top of the enemy deck. All right, so if I put at least 1 die on him, he goes back. But he does bring friends when he comes back. Yeah, I kind of have to deal with this row because this is going to come down and hit me. I could get rid of this item. But if I get rid of this item now, I flip over and I don't get my 2 crits from the exhaust. This is only going to give me 2 dice. This will give me 2 dice and they'll be crits. I think I want to keep him for the balls. So let's do that. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to discard that item to apply 2 crits. And we are going to flip back over. All right, so this is 4 damage. Crits can't go on him. We're going to apply 2 to you. We're going to apply 2 enemies. I wanted to make sure that it said enemies. All right, so we're going to apply 2 to you, and we're going to apply 2 to you. So that gets rid of both of those. So he is gone. Get rid of him. I get to recover 2 yellow dice. Get rid of him. Get to recover 2 yellow dice. All right, got to get rid of this guy. Got to get rid of this guy. So let's go here. He's got 5, but I cannot apply crits. We're going to use all my yellows since I just got them all back. I have to hope for hits. I get 4 strategies, and again, I can move during the strategy too. So let's do the yellows and the blues and hang on to those for a minute. All right, cannot apply crits and everything else was a miss. Holy cow. I can apply crits to others. So let's apply that to Steve. All right, so that's my second. Oh, geez, crits. 2, 4, and they're crits on yellows. 4, 5. Get that crit there. All right, so Steve goes here. All right, so that was my second. So we now need to... I can't apply crits, so I need at least 5 dice. All right, so this is 3. Oops. Crit. So that gets rid of him. Yeah, that actually worked out because I needed to apply yellow to him anyways. Didn't even read that. All right. Gain 1 random item. Yeah, we're going to do that. So because I get 2, and that'll flip me back over. So we are going to... We have guard dog. After an enemy is activated, roll already green. Apply all hits to that enemy. If I recover all my green, that could actually... Well, no, it'd be the next activated guy. Wolverines. When a non-boss enemy would be activated, banish a red to discard that enemy. So I could banish my red to completely discard him, or I roll a bunch of greens. Or I use... Or it doesn't matter, and I'm going to use this for her ability. I think it doesn't matter because I'm going to use it for her ability. So that flips us over. We're going to discard this to set 2 exhausted dice. Oh no, I can't use it on this guy. Oh, but I can apply it to any enemy. So 2 exhausted dice. We're going to apply it to him and him. Both of them allow me to recover 2 yellows, so I get all my yellows back. Right. And then I have 1 more roll, right? And I need non-crits, so kind of the yellows are the best bet. All right, let's see what we got. 1, 2. Dang it. All right, so I can't apply anything to him because they're crits. So can I take anybody else out? 2, 3, 4. Is anybody 4? No, it's 5. 5. Oh, hang on. Piranha. Apply 2. Use my piranhas to do 2 more. That takes them out. This crit doesn't do me any good. I mean, I could move with those, but it doesn't do me any good because I can't apply 2 damage to a single person to do anything. Right? No. All right. Draw 3 items, choose 1, gain, discard the other. Otherwise, I have 2 coins. Let's go ahead and draw 3 items. All right, so we're going to draw 3 items. Choose 1, discard the others. Okay, so we have Beam with Bacon, discard to decrease health, to increase the day counter by 1. Oh, did I forget to? We should be on day 15. Let me move this up here so I remember to do it. Shuffle any active enemy back into the enemy deck, then activate 1 enemy. Okay, so I can send somebody back. Definitely don't want to send that Rave Troll back. When I roll 1s, any die becomes a yeller. You lousy. Pizza Wheel. After an enemy is defeated, take all dice applied to that enemy and apply them to another enemy. Yeah, buddy. Regardless of range. Yeah, that's what we want. That is what we want. All right. So, bad guy's move. We don't have that speedy thing anymore, so he only moves 1. He does flip this thing over. Oh, now he has 3 health. Somehow, I don't know how I did that. 1, 2, 3. He got stronger as he went. This one is going. Oh, hang on. Sorry. I should have spent the yellow to move. I forgot what his thing was. And then I would have applied the crit to him. I wouldn't have been able to do the crit. So I would have, at the end of the applied dice step, if he is not defeated, place him. Oh, no, I'd place him on the top of the enemy deck, which means he'd just be coming out. We'll keep it. That would work if he gets down here, I do that to send him back. That works. All right. And then he goes down 1. And he goes down 1. I don't know how to get rid of this guy. I mean, I'd need 4 items to discard. Oh, wait a minute. He moved. Which means Stevie comes back because I didn't spend him. So Stevie comes back in a lane of my choice. We'll put him on C. Since C is empty. Stevie boy. Top of B column, couldn't use one of your 2 dice. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I could have done that there, but yeah, I don't think I want to put him back on top anyways. All right, so I get to recover 3. All right. So take this down to 14. So we're at 14. I put it right above it. Question is, do I deploy with all these guys? No, I think with all these guys out here, I'm not going to deploy. So I don't deploy, which means I get 7 dice back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now we're going to start attacking. So I got to get rid of this guy. So start of my turn, I'm going to put him there. And then hopefully we put 6 on him, and then we can apply into him, which is also 6, and then he gets defeated. So 1. So we're going to, again, say this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what we're hoping. This is going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, exactly. So 6. Each time he moves, that doesn't matter. And then I have an ability. Each time you defeat an enemy named Spellcaster, gain 1 random item. Oh, I guess if there's a Spellcaster comes out. So we're going to use our pizza wheel to then apply it to him. Okay, so here though, after each applied dice step, if Ving dice were applied to Weevil, that trap triggers his plus ability. Hey, it's our first boss. I guess I will put the boss here. So we can now use our Beast Hunter. Instant, I can either get +1 to a stat or gain 1 random item and upgrade it. So we're going to gain the random item and upgrade it. So I don't know if I'm allowed to look at the back of the cards. I mean, because that's what would be my choice. While the day counter is 5 or less, you may recover up to 2 additional dice. Oh, that's good at the end of the game. All red damage does +1 damage. Both of these are good. This lets me recover more without having to mess with my recovery step. So I think we're going to go with the rose. Every rose has its thorn. All right. So that was my first strategy phase. I was able to knock him out during the first strategy phase. So the boss, each time a crit is applied to any enemy, you must either activate 1 enemy or exhaust 2 unapplied dice. Getting rid of him gets rid of the top card of the enemy deck. And I'm not worried about these guys coming down right now because there's no speed. So I think I am going to go after him. I can roll up to 4 ready dice. We're going to roll our blues. Yeah. So, that's 3. The question is, does he count as any enemy? I think he does, right? He's still an enemy. This enemy, yeah, it says the boss's enemy. So do I want to apply that crit? I don't think I want to apply that crit, and I'm not going to apply these either. So it basically gave me one free hit, and that wasn't as good as I was hoping. Wasn't as good as I was hoping. I wanted you to do more for me, Beast Hunter. I wanted you to do more for me. So, we do have 3 more strategies. So, I need to do 7, but I can't do crits. That's the problem. So, if I say this is 1, 2, oh, I got 1, so I need 5, right? 2, 3, yeah, I'm going to roll everything. Worst case scenario, I go over here. Ah. So that is my second strategy. That's my third strategy. Now we're at 3, 4, 5. Okay, these both need to be single hits. 6. Oh. I don't think the dice go away on the boss. Oh no, I'm wrong. It requires 6 range. I don't have 6 range, so sorry. So these dice could not have applied to him. So I would have needed to move somewhere. So let's say I would have moved to the torchbearer by using that die. And then I do have 5 there. So the boss is at range 6, so that's where that Beast Hunter would come in handy. So now I'm debating, should I put that crit on him? I didn't realize I need 6 range for the boss. Yeah, and he's going to prevent me from doing crits. So, gain 2 random items. That means I actually I draw 4, or I get 2 coins. 3 coins will give me, will that give me more range? No, I need 5 to increase my range. So I think we're going to do the random items. So So I gain 2 random items, which means technically I get 1, 2, 3. I get 2, and then I get 2. Alright, choose a stat die, roll it, setting it to the new result. Sling stones. For the rest of the round, you have unlimited range. Ooh, that'll be good against the boss. Alright. And then 1, 2. Spotlight. Flip all nighttime cards to their on a single path, so that would make all these. And Turkish Delight. Recover up to 1 die of each color. Do this one. Yeah, do that. And I think I messed up on this earlier with the old man, because he would have required 3. So as a penalty, I'm just gonna discard him. I won't get him as an item. So I did get to 3, so I do get to flip. Recovery is 3. All right. He moves 1. He moves 1. The Rave Troll only hits for 1, though. Like, the Rave Troll only hits for 1. Like, literally, if I just let him come down here, it's like I really don't care. All right, so. Yeah, we gotta go. All right, Midnight. When Midnight is defeated, if no crits are applied to him, shuffle him back into the enemy. Ooh, he makes me do bad things with the crit. All right, but he's going to C, which is pushing. No, Steve's good. Steve's good. All right, we're going to recover 2 dice with that, and then yay, Goblin Mob. Goblin Mob. I forget what the Goblin Mob does. I think there's one that, like, the ability when it says something about if it's got Goblin in the name, or if it's got in the name, it does something. So that's fine. He's going to D. We will recover 2 dice. Right. Draw another one. Why not? Let's go. Hey, a second boss. And he is making everybody hit me harder. So now I have 2 bosses. This one, each time another enemy is defeated, I lose. Ooh. Each time I defeat anybody else but him, I lose health. Oh, that. No. So, yeah. So we basically are going to have to beat him up. I'm not drawing anymore. And I need a lot of dice because I need to go to range 2. I need 2 additional range because my range is only at 4. So I need, it really doesn't matter what 2 dice because I'm pretty much going to be spending these to get my extra range. So, also doesn't matter which row I go in because, yeah. All right, so I could discard an item to apply 2 crits to an enemy, which could be the boss. Do I care that these are armor right now? Because that spotlight would be good. It would turn all those over. But, oh no, I have my sling stones, which gives me unlimited range, which means I don't need to spend those extra. That's right, that's why I kept that. So hang on. Last turn, no. In this last turn, I'm not going to do that. Last turn, I'm going to gain a random item. For Thanksgiving, when relatives visit, the goblin mob. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble. All right, we're going to try to get rid of both these bosses on this turn. So we're going to get crits, which does... when we apply those crits, we are going to have to activate 2 of these guys, meaning they're going to come closer. So, all right. Ooh, we got our pizza cutter. And this one just automatically gets rid of the goblin. Ooh, that goblin. Oh, that's why it's a mob. He's got 9 instead of 2. Oh, but the pizza wheel would allow me to take the dice I apply to him and put it on the other boss. Regardless of range. Ooh, no. This is regardless of range too. So actually, I wouldn't even have to apply them to the boss. I'd be able to apply them, for example, to the goblin mob, and then it would apply to the boss. But I would lose 1 health doing it that way. So it would be better. I was looking at trying to get the 2 crits, but now with these 2, I'm thinking no. So I think we want to keep the pizza wheel. So we'll keep the pizza wheel. And I don't think I'm going to do the discard for the 2 crits anymore. I mean, I could, but the problem is every time I apply a crit, like even if I apply a crit to him, yeah, I don't think I want to do the crits because then that will hit him and I'll have to activate 2 enemies, and then it'll hit him when I use the pizza wheel, and that'll activate 2 enemies. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. 2 bosses need range, though. Yeah. Well, that's where the sling stones come in. I discard the sling stones, and then I get unlimited range. The debate was whether or not I wanted to use my crit. I don't think I do. So, we're going to have unlimited range from here. Right? Trying to think. I'm trying to remember. If I got rid of that guy first, it doesn't help me. I would take. I could take 1 damage. I mean, I could suffer 1 damage. But then I need 9 hits, which could include crits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With 7, I don't need for him. All right, so we're gonna use my unlimited range to go after the boss. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have it with crits. I don't mind that because I could exhaust this and I could activate like Steve, right? He's going to move twice. Oh, he's going to push this guy down because he moves twice. One, 2, 3. That's only my first. That was only my first. All right, let's keep the 2 crits just in case. Okay, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's. So this is 3. Which puts me right back where I was. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Oops. 7. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we hit our 7. We're applying 1 crit. We hit our 7. That gets rid of him. Because we applied a crit, we need to exhaust 1 die that was not applied. We hit him, right? And then we use our pizza cutter to apply to him. So he's gone. Gain 1 random item and upgrade it. So we will do this. Armageddon machine. While the day counter is 3 or less. Did I move the day counter down on that last round? I don't remember. We're going to go down to 13. Deal all crits get +1 damage. So again, this would be end game. Whole. When 4 or more enemies are active, you may repeat the strategy phase 1 additional time. I think the extra damage. All right. So that was him. And then this guy's gone, but I did apply a crit, so I think it's still, that still takes effect. So did the pizza cutter say I had to apply everything? Take all dice. Yeah, so I have to apply all of them to him, which means I had to apply that crit. So apply that crit does make one's got to activate. Not him, because that's going to make him harder here. So we'll go ahead and activate. Actually, I don't care if he hits me for one. I'm just going to move him down. I'm not going to get rid of him, so all right. So that is all my dice. The captain, discard the top card of the enemy deck. Yes, please. Although he's worth 4 coins, which would increase my recovery. Let's use the coins instead. We're gonna increase my recovery to 4. All right. So enemies activate. So he's coming down. He's gonna hit me for 1. He's gonna move. He's gonna move twice, which pushes Steve down 1 more. He's gonna move 1. All right. Bolster was done because I'd already defeated that guy. All right, so I get to recover 4 dice. All right, I should have flipped her over, but then I got that 3rd item, so it didn't matter. So now we can actually do our Art of War. The question is, how many guys do I want to bring out? I'm safe bringing out at least 1 because it's not going to push these down. So let's go ahead and do 1. There's the spellcaster, which is the thing I got rid of. He is going to see. In the suffer damage step, spellcaster deals damage to you after moving regardless of his location. Oh. He always does damage to me. He only does 1 damage. That sucks. Right, we're going to go ahead and recover 2 more dice. All right. See. Oh, see. Well, he only does damage when it's that stage. All right. Watchwoman is going to be. And she brings the exposed back out. And she flips these over to dark. All right. I think that's enough guys out there. I think that's enough guys. If I do 1 more, though, I can get an item and then I can discard it and get 2 crits. We're going to go 1 more. He goes to C, which is here. Oh, no, he's a boss, so he doesn't go to C. So we have another boss, and now everybody is speedy. That is not good. Speedy is bad. You can only apply dice to the scout if he is the only undefeated. Oh, holy cow. He has to be the only one available for me to do. Oh, well, that's fine. At least I get an item. All reds immediately defeat an enemy that currently has a red crit applied to it. If you would gain an item and your inventory is full, discard library card to get +1 health. And you still gain the item. Oh man, if I wouldn't have... If that was there... No, that wouldn't help me. Yeah, if that was there, I could turn it into a crit. That's actually a pretty good combo. Because I'm always going to be discarding because I want to be able to do that combo. So, what do I discard? I don't have the range to take him out. No, and I can't until I take all these out. I have to get rid of that spellcaster. That's... He's only 4 damage. He's kind of weak. Which this, her ability would do. The question is, which one do I want to get rid of? Oh, I forgot. Go down on the day track. I even put it here so I'd remember to do it, and I'm still forgetting to do it. Put it on top after I'm done that phase. What card do I want to get rid of? Recover 2 dice I like. Flipping all these night cards. I actually really got to get rid of this guy. Well, he only does 1 damage to me as well. I kind of don't care about him. So I don't really care about the spotlight necessarily for at least the guy that's in there. The Armageddon, it just allows me to do crits get +1 damage. Which with her ability means that these would be doing 3 at the end of the game. I think we're going to get rid of the spotlight. I always forget which is the dark and which is the light side. It's my one complaint if we make it to first impressions. So, I get to stay on this side though, which is nice. Because I have more than 2 weapons. So I discard an item. I get to apply 2 crits. It doesn't matter where they go. So we're going to apply the 2 crits to the spellcaster because I don't want him to move. And then he goes over here. Now, I need to get rid of Steve. Sorry, Steve. Yep. Ooh. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I can defeat an enemy with this. So technically I have 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to go ahead and put this on Steve. We're going to go ahead and put these. I was thinking about the combo, but you know, this worked out as well. There. So we're going to use this to give rid of Steve. Goodbye, Steve. Or, hang on, what's he give me? He only gives me a coin. Let's not get rid of Steve. Let's do that to get rid of Steve. Then we're going to use the 1 die we didn't have to move and apply that there. Then use that to get rid of them. Okay, so got rid of Steve. And then we used the BFG to get rid of the gobbies, which instantly get +1 to any stat. Then activate Gob on the path of your choice. And there's no Gobs, so. Oh, no, okay. He's Gob. I have to activate him again. But I get +1 to the stat. So we will do +1 to... I'm going to put him back here. +1 to recovery. And we do have to flip over though. All right. That's all I can do. Oh, see, I need crits for him. I mean, she just lets me change my path. She doesn't do anything else on her own. All right. So. Everybody moves. Oh, dang, I forgot. Everybody moves 2, and he moves 2 as well. Hang on. Scratch that. I'm not defeating Steve. Oh, it doesn't matter. Either Steve or him will defeat me. Either one's going to do 2 damage to me, so actually I don't want to do the recovery. Sorry. We'll go back down to 4. I need to heal. Because I'm going to get hit. Or should I not have gotten rid of Gob? Let's not get rid of Gob. That's fine. We would have gotten rid of these 2 instead. It works out the same way. So, Steve is just worth a coin. And I did put a crit on him to defeat him. So, this one, recover up to 1 die for each gold currently in your cache. Which is fine. We'll go ahead and keep him to get this. Oh, I forgot I gotta move everybody. 1, 2. 1, 2. I have 2 gold, which isn't enough to do anything. But I can get unlimited range for the rest of this round with the spellcaster. Alright, we only get to recover 4 dice though. 1, 2, 3, and 4. New day counter. Yeah. Alright, so I'll go down to 11. There's only 2 guys out, so we'll go ahead. Still can't hit that boss though. Midnight. Oh, it's the other midnight. Oh yeah, I gotta do crits on him to get rid of him. He's going to see. That's gonna allow us to cover 2 dice. I don't need an item right now. All right, let's go again. Walter White. The first time each round that a die would be applied to him, exhausts the applied die. Then place Walter White on another unoccupied location in his current range, if possible. I don't like that. So basically, the first die that I apply to him just goes away. We need a lot of dice. Let's do it again. Another spellcaster. Yay! And he's pushing Walter White. Which makes Walter White harder to hit. And he deals damage no matter where I am. But luckily I can get rid of him again because I've got my Art of War. So I don't want to go one more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Like, I'm nowhere near in danger of losing due to time. It's the time I'm going to lose is because I'm going to run out of time for the stream itself. This is one of the longer 20 strongs. All right. Do I do another one? This is dangerous, though. That's dangerous. I don't think I am. All right. So we are going to. Did I recover 2 dice? It was 4, 2, 2. No, I didn't recover 2 more dice. All right. We're going to get rid of this. For the ability, or not for the ability. We're getting rid of this for her ability. So we discard an item. We're going to set 2 to crits on this guy, and then he basically just goes over here. Then, all right, the gobos are going to hit me for 1. Walter White is going to run around the board, which is annoying. The Midnight, I need to apply a crit so he doesn't go back in the deck. Hour and 16 so far. Yeah. Yeah, and I think I looked at Mike One Stop Co-op Shops. His, with his little bit of review and his overview and everything, ran about an hour and something. And I think that was an edited video, right? It doesn't have me chatting and all the thinking necessarily. So where do we want to go, guys? Where do we want to go? Again, I cannot get rid of this scout. And the problem with the scout is, oh, hang on, the scout made everybody move 2. So she would have been here. The gobos went 2 here. No, she went 1, 2. That's why she was here. Yeah, everybody goes 2. And he goes 4. No. They don't get extra. He just goes 2. Walter White. Each time an enemy would be displaced toward you, you may place it on another spot in its current range. Okay, so I can basically just keep them where they are instead of having to come down. I can go left and right. Or I can get the coins, which let me heal. Actually, I've got 2 coins. I only need 1 more. Like this one, to change your path. I kind of don't need her, but that'll give me 3 coins and I can heal. So let's do that then. Let's go here. We're going to go after the Watchwoman. Let's use our weakest dice first, because she only needs 4. Wow. That is 3. That was my first attempt. Right, there's a crit. So 2, 3, 4. So she's gone. And then I'll use the blue to move. I'm going to take that hit. It's just going to happen. But I want to get rid of Midnight or Walter White. The problem with Walter White is I lose a die and he's got defense. So although I would move him off, it'd move him off that defense location. So do I go here, hit once, and then move over again? What do I have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got maybe 7, which would be just enough to get rid of him. So maybe, yeah. I go here instead. All right, so we're going to hit Walter. And then, oh no, I won't have enough to move. Unless I get some crits. See what happens. Ooh, there's some crits. All right, so we are, the first time each round, a die would be applied to Walter. So we're going to apply the purple. Exhausted. And then he moves. And then we're going to use this to move. Then we're going to apply 2, 4, 6 to Walter, which is enough to defeat him. And then I can't do anything with my red. So that's just what it is. Can't do anything with the red. All right, so that is that. And now we go to resolve phase. So 1, 2. They're going to come down and hit me. That drops me down to 1. All right, so I only got one guy back out there now, so that's good. Yeah. All right, sorry about that. And she's going potty, but I don't know why she's getting upset about it right now. I guess because it's her nap time, so she's kind of like not wanting to go have a nap after her potty, so she's like crying because, you know, I didn't know this, that kids will do this, but they will not just make things up, but they'll make things up as like of something they don't normally do to do that. Broken, yeah. Walter White seems like Broken Bad, yeah. Yeah, makes perfect sense, right? All right, so everybody moved. I took my damage. Recovery of 4 again. I'm only at 4. Oh, hang on. Do I spend gold first? No. I recover and then I gain my rewards. Hang on. When do I spend? Can I spend it any time? When can I spend my gold? May spend gold from your cash anytime. Okay, so anytime. So yeah, I would have spent my gold to increase this to, oh no, to heal. So what do I got? I got 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'd be 3 to heal, which leaves me with 2. So yeah, we're going to spend the 3. Now, do I like this ability? That just lets me move, guys. I already have an unlimited range. And this allows me to just change my path. So yeah, we'll spin that 3 to heal back up to 2. Yeah, because I can get dice from there. Okay, so now we recover dice. We go down to day 9. And here we go. Oh, yay. He's speedy and he adds speed. Memento Mori. After each time a attack is applied, if he is undefeated, -1 to any stat. Oh, he's going to bring down my stats. He's 4, which means I can use my ability. So he's not that bad, I guess. All right, so I get 2 dice back. Problem is, I'd have to get rid of the spellcaster because I don't have an item. Vortex Mirror. Vortex Mirror has +1 health for each item in your inventory. That is not good with Belle. When Vortex Mirror is defeated, before gaining its reward, discard 2. Ooh, and it makes me get rid of 2 items. But then it lets me gain 2 items. So, okay. Fine. Fine. But everybody's running because of this stupid guy. Let's go ahead and gain the item so I can have 4 so I don't lose my... Because I can get rid of... He's going to take a lot to get rid of. Wolverines. So I can discard an enemy completely. Place that there so we don't get a spawn. I think we're going to do... I think we're going to do the apple. I think I'm going to use the apple right now to put it there. Which means I do need 1 more item. So we're going to go again. He is activating the banner, which means everybody hits me for more. Yay. Vengeful Fairy. Vengeful Fairy can only have crit on yellow applied to it. Okay, so regular crits I can't, but crit on yellow I can, which again, my ability does that. So, and he goes to A, which pushes him down 2. Yeah. I think I'm going to stop. Let's go ahead and get another item. Because we're going to need 2, because we got to get rid of that stupid Vengeful Fairy and then attach it to them too. Snow Globe, choose a stat die, roll it. Nope. When an enemy would be activated to an occupied location, discard it instead. I really don't care for that either. Alright. So we're going to use our ability for that to apply 2 to the fairy. Goodbye, fairy. That's good. That's actually pretty good. It's ongoing. Yellows apply 2 damage. And then we apply the second one to... Dang it, this doesn't defeat him, but... So I gotta lose a stat. So we'll lose a strategy... No, strategy means I can't attack that one. No. It says each time it's applied. So it's the application of the die. So we're going to apply that one here. Then we're going to discard spellcasting to do that again. That's right. To do that again. And then we're just going to apply 2 crits here. So that's 4. And that does defeat him so his thing doesn't fire off. He allows me to roll exhausted dice and apply all hits to undefeated enemies with the highest. Oh. I get to roll all my exhausted dice. Ooh, because I can hit the boss with that. That's actually a pretty good ability. Alright. Gotta put that there. Alright, so he's got 2. I now am down to 2 items, so he actually only has 6. And then the knight has 5. So... Oh, but he's going to make me get rid of both of these. I don't want to get rid of both of those. Oh, I don't like that one. I like both of these because they dealt with my timer. Alright, well, since we're already... I'm not anywhere yet because I haven't placed myself. I can spend... Whoops. I can spend the gold at any time. I currently have 1, 2, 3... I have 6 gold. I'm going to change this. I'm applying the 2 to him. I'm going to use the 6 to discard. This doesn't defeat. I'm going to discard him, so therefore his thing doesn't happen. So then I don't lose my items. That's the better play. All right, now I just need to do 3 more damage to him. Plus I have to get 6 range for this guy. So we defeat him and start applying there. So we're rolling everything. Woo! Yeah. So 2, 4, 5. He is gone. Now we need range 6. My range is at 4, which means I would have to get rid of 2 dice to apply this. So we're going to keep the crit. And we're going to re-roll until hopefully we get another crit. So that was my first. No crit. That's second. That's third. Come on. I need a crit. No crit. All right, so that's fine. Apply 2 dice to him. Actually, let's apply the blue, Will. You kind of want to keep the red. All right, both those allow me to get to range 6. So he is at 3 of 7. Nobody on the board. We are good. All right, so I only have 1 coin, so I can't spend that. Recover 4. And we start going again. So we are on day 8. Oh, the only thing out there now is the speed. The banner does not. It's not here anymore. The banner is back because of this guy. Puss in Boots. Oh, Platypus in Boots. He goes to A. That's all. He just brings yummy stuff with him. Oh, and he brings a friend. Sorry. So we did that. Gives us 2. He's going to bring a friend. Another Midnight. He goes to A. Which means he goes here. Goes here. So, yeah. We're going to go again. D, the Watchwoman again. She activates this, so we now have all banners active. Let's go again. Back to 8. That's not good. That was bad, Will. Oh, and he pushes everybody 1. This might be game over. Mob. After this enemy is activated, each other enemy in its path moves 1 location to... Okay, only 1. So I don't think this... Oh. This is only during the suffer damage step. So he actually only moves 1. He only gets displaced. Okay. So it isn't. Okay. So he's going to move 1. He's going to move 1. Right? After this enemy is activated, which I'm doing right now, each other enemy on its path moves 1 location towards you. So then they got displaced, and then they each moved 1 towards me. Okay. That wasn't as bad as I thought. When 3 goblins in a trench coat is defeated, activate a number of enemies equal to your lowest stat. Would be 2. Yeah. I think we're going to stop though, because yeah. So I drew him, so I do get an item. We're going to do an item because items give me just basically. Did you advance a day counter? Yeah, we're at 8. We're at 8 now. Now that I'm putting it there and I have to take it off, I kind of remember it a little bit better. Piranhas or elf impersonator? I'm going to be discarding it, so it really doesn't matter. So we'll do elf impersonator. The piranhas could be helpful. All right, so we flip. We're going to immediately discard it to apply 2 crits to... Well, the Watchman has to have a crit. Or the Midnight. And then we will go ahead and apply the other to Puss in Boots because like he's down here going to hit me. All right. So we go here. And roll everything. Ooh, that's a good roll, Will. All right, so it's 2, 4, 5. So he's gone. Immediately, +1 health or gain a random item. We are definitely going to do +1 health. I could gain a random item, which means then I could do 2 more damage to somebody. Let's just gain the health. That's fine. And then we have 4 more, which isn't necessarily enough to defeat him or him. He needs 3. He needs 3. So I think we're going to, let's go ahead and, that was only our first. Let's do it again. 2, 3. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. So, we will do 2, 4, 5, 2. All right, so this is my last one. Oh, hang on, go. There we go. And 3. All right. So when he is defeated, activate a number of enemies. Doesn't matter. There's only 1 to activate. Gain 1 random item and upgrade it. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. I think a bunch of theme cards reduce the claimed theme. Ballista. Each time you defeat an enemy at range 4, recover up to 2 dice. Ooh, trophy room. If you defeated 2 or more bosses this game, you recover 1 additional die, which I have. How is that impossible? How could you not have done that? So this gives me a +1, but this allows me to recover 2 die. Duh. I'm gonna do that. Oh, earlier this should have fired off, but I didn't fire it off, and I ended up defeating everybody. So I'm going to leave it out there. I completely forgot. I didn't need to do that extra activation on that guy, but I finished them off. It didn't hurt me. 2 coins does nothing. Do I want these as items? Yeah, let's do an item. Let's get our 4 items. So we go ahead and flip this over so we get our crit again. All right, now we need to activate. She's going to go 2, right? 1, 2. Yeah, because the only thing we have is speed active now. Oh no, we have this because of her. Okay. And my recovery is 4. So recovery of 4. All right, let's go. So we are on day 7. So this activates on 5. This activates on 3. So at 5, we get 1 additional die, recovery die. This is going to let us recover when we hit people at 4. So we kind of want people to be at 4. All right. Spellcaster, which is fine. You can stay there at 4. Or no, you go to B. Sorry. Oh, hang on. I get a recovery. I'm at 4 items, so I can't get another item. Vampire Nesting Doll. When Vampire Nesting Doll is defeated, immediately activate a new enemy on the location he was defeated. Well, that's not good. And now he has armor. He has armor 3. Oh, I don't like that one. We're going to, instead of recover, we're going to flip you over. And we have this. We got the apple, so we're going to keep going because I can just get rid of a guy if he comes out. Another spellcaster on A, which is fine. I get those dice back. We will recover 2 more dice. Let's keep going. There's another boss. So he brings the banner. Each time you pay any amount of gold, he deals me 1 damage. I guess we're not buying anything for a while. Now here's the question. To win the game, do I need to defeat everybody? Because that 1 card's got me thinking now. It's like, well, win the game, you must overcome every enemy card that is in the enemy deck. That is, the enemy deck must be empty and all active enemies must be defeated or otherwise discarded. Are bosses considered active enemies? I'm guessing yes. So you got to defeat everybody. All right, so what do we got left though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're going to stop there because I got 2 guys at 4 that I can easily take out. And then the spellcaster. Although he's going to make me bring in another guy when I take him out. So we're going to use him to get our 2 crits. So we'll do 2 crits. It really doesn't matter which one. I'll just do. Oh no, we're gonna do it on the spell count. Hang on. What's my thing? Anytime you defeat an enemy at range 4, cover up to 2 dice applied to it. Okay, so we're going to apply. This works great. I'm gonna apply these 2 crits to him, so he's defeated, and I get those 2 dice. And then we're going to roll. Guess we want to get rid of the nesting doll because then we can go after the spellcaster, right? Worst case, he's going to bring another guy out, but yeah, I'm fine with that. So we'll go with, I only need 3, so we will do the 3 greens. All right, so that's my first strategy. Now here's the only problem with the dice tower, and here's my question on this, right? Is the die, are the die in, we said the same thing when we were playing Vantage, right? Are the die in the dice tower considered fair game for being adjusted because another die hit them? I would assume yes, until it's completed. All right, so we apply the 3 to him. We get to recover 2. We exhaust. Oops, hang on, we needed to move first. Spin this one to move. Whoopsie. Now, when he is defeated, immediately activate a new spawn on the location where he was defeated. Activate a new enemy. So, you have to get a new enemy. He goes here. It is the Weevil, so we have the eyeball back. Yeah, so we have everything. After each apply dice step, if any dice were applied to Weevilldom, trigger his... oh no, this is the plus, so actually he goes away because we're Apple. Ha 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 ha. I was about to miss that, and then when I was reading the thing, it made sense. We need to do 4 here, and then we need 2 range here. To get additional range, the cauldron dude's in my way though. I would need to spend 5 coins, and I currently have 3. So. Oh, we got the watch. Never mind, I got the watchwoman down here too. So we need to move. So we're going to use that. Actually, I can roll the die before I even move. So we need 4 and 4. So let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess we're rolling everything. Rolling everything again. There we go. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got more than enough. So we're going to apply 4, 2, 4. So it goes there. Then we're going, oh no, I can't. I have to get rid of the cauldron ship before I can hit the scout. Oh, that's crazy. All right, and we're going to spend you to go here. We're going to apply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to you to get rid of you. Yeah, well, wish I could get a random item. Well, technically I can, but technically I can't. Well, I'm going to get an item anyways from these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5, which is actually enough to increase my strategy. So I think I'm going to save these to increase my strategy. I don't necessarily need any of these. I mean, I get unlimited range. That's actually good, because then I don't need to increase my strategy. So I think I am going to get unlimited range, and I'll keep these in my cache. All right, the eyeballs go away. All right, here we go. Oh, cover. Portis. I was about to say, where's my purple die? It's on the balls. I was like, how come I feel like I'm missing a purple die? Because you are. All right, so this is 6. We still don't get to activate our rose. All right, watchwoman again. She is going to not worried about her. Recover 2 dice. And then we are going to go again. Swarm of Bats is going to be. Swarm of Bats is activated. Take all yellow currently exhausted areas, set them to misses, and place them on Swarm of Bats. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Because all 4 were in there. For each miss on this card, Swarm of Bats has +1 health. So he currently has 7 health. although you get rid of them and it results in misses, you get to heal. So basically you roll your yellows and you get to heal. I get to recover 2. What do we got? I got 2 cards left. Let's just go for it. We're going to do all of them. Watchwoman is going to D. And then this one, I don't know where he goes. So he's the last card. Huh. I don't know where else he goes. That's everybody. All right, guys. We're real close. All right. So Ballista is good because I get those dice back when I attack the die. Them. And I can apply my ability if I get rid of this. So I think we're going to do that. I know it gets rid of my range, but then once those guys are gone, I can just go after the bosses. So we're going to use that to get 2 crits, because that'll give me these 2 dice back. That's 2 crits. Actually, it doesn't matter, because who I go after first. So we're going to go after this one. Those come back to me. Oh yeah, I'm just going to keep bringing my dice back. Yeah, what am I thinking? Yeah, because I was in that row. So now I do need to spend 1, so we'll spend a green. 2. Oh, there we go. So, moved over 1. Again, we get them back. So 2 or 1. Oh no, we get 2 dice back that we put on there. So we want crits. So 2, 4. And then a single 5. Get these 2 back. I have to put a crit on him anyways. Now I think about Midnight needed a crit. We will get rid of this one to move. What do we have left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4, so we're just going to move here. We're going to go ahead and apply all 4. Get 2 back. There. We will discard that to move again. That was my first roll. So 1, 2, 3. What do I need? I need 7. So we will keep those 2 for now. So that was my second. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Five of 7. 5 of 7. That was my third action. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang it. I could apply them to the chef, I guess. So we will get rid of these 2 to apply 2, 3, 4 to the chef. I don't like those bats. It's very annoying. All right, so they move 1, 2, and what do I got? Cover 1 die for each gold. How much is I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that's good. So we're gonna actually do this to. I have a spellcaster in here. I do have the spellcaster though, and I will need. Well, no, I'm gonna get all my things back. So do that. Recovery dice step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I don't even have enough dice for that to be worthwhile. And I can't pull anybody else out though. So yeah, I kind of do need to do that. Okay. So I'm going to use him to recover. Well, I get to recover 4 anyways. And then he's going to allow me to recover up to 6 more. All right. So. Actually, I forgot. I can't even take a deploy, so I would have gotten 7 back anyway. So no, I don't want him. Since I could not have taken a deploy, I want the spellcaster. I can't take a deploy. So we are down to 5, which means that we do get to recover an additional dice, which again doesn't really impact you on the very last round because you basically get to recover everything anyways. So we're just going to have unlimited range. Right? We're going to get rid of our ballista. Do I have to recover 7? May recover up to 7. So I'm not going to recover 7. I'm going to leave 2 in there because I want to use my ability. Because now I have unlimited range and he's at 2, 3, 4. So we'll add 1 to him. 5, 6. Gets rid of him. Instance, flip 2 locations. Don't care. These are exhausted. And then we will apply 2 there. And then we will roll everything. So what are we at? We're at 2 of 7. Is that everything? Kind of. So 2, 4, 5. 6, 7. So this one is gone. And we're at... So we're at 3 on him. So we need 2 crits. 2 crits. That was my 3rd roll. Oh, wow. I can't make that up. 4 on him. There he is. He's gone. There goes the scout. So that's everybody. That is everybody. All right, that took way longer than I was thinking it was going to take. So let's go ahead and do some, I'm going to say first impressions, but it's not first impression. This is really second impression. Second time I played this, although it's been a while, so I kind of forgot. First of the components, of course, it is Chip Theory's game, so all the components are, premium. I do have, of course, the upgraded wheel, and I'm playing on top of the storage box thing, but that's neither here nor there. 2 things about this particular production, though, that is kind of not as great, and maybe it's my lighting. One are the item cards I kind of mentioned during the playthrough. It's a light pink and the dark pink, and I don't feel the dark pink is dark enough. See, that's light pink. That's dark pink. And you can barely see it on the camera. I have to hold them at a very particular, you have to hold them at a very particular angle to kind of tell which is which. Again, not the end of the world. The other thing is one of my cards, and I've heard, I don't know if it was just this set or if there's been other sets. One of my cards was miscut. So there was a slight white on the edge. Again, edge of a Sharpie right across, solved it. Like I don't even see the Sharpie on it. So easily remedied. For the rule book, again, maybe I missed it with the boss, but it does have a nice player aid that mentioned the boss. So that was kind of clear there as well. The nice little flags, the banners that kind of help you know that a global effect. So all good quality, as usual for Chip Theory. The mechanics. So this one is a lane defense, right? And it's very unique because you don't have the end of turn things that can activate. You can push your luck too. So you can push your luck and say, how many of these guys do I want to pull out? How far do I want to go? Like at the very beginning, I was like, oh my, right? Because it was like, I thought I was done then because I had what, 3 or 4? I was having to use yellow dye to remember how many extra activations I needed to pull out. Luckily, I had the catapult, and the catapult helped me get rid of a lot of them right at the beginning. But the lane defense and managing that, being able to dual use your, actually kind of 3 use your dice, right? You're using your dice to move, you're using your dice for additional range, and then of course you're using your dice as your normal attack action is cool. The little cache over to the side is cool. Really, I mean, everything mechanically about this is neat to play and to do. It's not, I can't say it's one of my favorite, but I think I like it. I guess if you want to think, I was gonna say Hopomakas, where you're kind of going up a tower. It's really not like that one either. Cloudspire a little bit, because Cloudspire you're kind of doing the same thing. You're doing the tower defense there. The one thing is, and this is again, I think the same comment that Mike on One Stop Co-op Shop said, is it runs long. I'm sitting at 2 hours now to complete this because you have to go through this entire deck, right? and then you're set to 18 days. Now, again, you can reduce the days and make it more complex for you, more difficult. I finished on day 5, so I had a little bit of leeway, so I could probably go up to a higher difficulty there, but you still have to go through all of these cards. And I don't know, if I hadn't have gotten that huge 12 guys coming out at me at once that I was able to take care of, I don't know how much longer this would have had to go. I'd say maybe at least another 2-ish rounds. So I'd say maybe about 2 hours plus. Because again, at the very beginning, I did do an overview. That usually takes about 15, 20 minutes. And then right now I'm rambling on the first impressions. So for me, if you wanted to make this quicker, I would probably say you almost have to split this deck in half. If you want it to be like an hour long playthrough, you'd have to split it in half. Or maybe as you get better, you'll be able to know what actions you want to take and know what order you want to do things in a little bit quicker, and that would make the game quicker. But until you're learning, that would be like what I would say. I would say maybe cut that deck in half, or remove the bosses. Maybe that would help move it along a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if that would make it so unbalanced that it would be unusable. Not sure. Difficulty. This one isn't difficult any more than any of the other 20 strongs are difficult. It's just you have to remember to keep track of things, right? Like I think at one point I did miss the armor, right? That the one guy would have had, meaning I would have had 1 dice less that I had to apply somewhere else, and maybe I wouldn't have defeated something. So, caveat, I got rid of him out of my cash, so I didn't get him as a reward. Instead, he probably would have come down and hit me instead. So the difficulty, I wouldn't say is too much over the other 20 strong. There's just, again, all of them have all their little moving pieces that you need to keep track of. And then, of course, the nuances of those differences. Like, for example, I can spend my money at any time. I didn't realize that until later, because I'm like, wait a minute, I would want it for my recovery. I'd want to spend it before, right? And so then it's like, okay, that makes sense. You can spend it at any time. So I wouldn't say difficulty is too much more. Fun at 2, this is a solo game, so I can't say how it's fun at 2. I did enjoy the solo play. Again, 20 strong is a nice little system, neat little mechanics that you're doing here. A lot of variety. I don't know how much more variety for playing it multiple times. I mean, this is the second time, but again, I haven't played it in a while. So I think the more 20 strong boxes you have where you can kind of cycle through them will help keep it fresh and fun and unique. But if you're somebody who likes to min-max and figure it out and get all the way to the highest difficulty, well, you've got those options in here to see, okay, can I beat every difficulty? You also can mix and match the different heroes and heroines. Also, I don't know if that would have made a huge factor. I was talking about difficulty, but Belle kind of has crits all the time, right? You just keep getting more items because she gets an item almost every turn. She's going to be able to do at least 2 crits every turn. That might have impacted my difficulty. So again, change your difficulty in the book, change your difficulty by changing out who you're playing as. Last thing is the theme. So the art is really the theme for this one, because again, Tanglewoods is a made-up universe, but it is based on fairy tale characters, which I think is cool. The art is beautiful. Didn't mention that in the components, but all the Tanglewood art is great. So I don't have a problem with that. Thematically, it makes no sense for Belle. I don't get the Belle association. And this is supposed to kind of be her box. With Little Red Riding Hood, you're traveling through and it's thematic, right? You're trying to get to Grandma's house. Goldilocks, I forget what Goldilocks does. And then Snow White, I forget what she does. One of them is, I think, a boss battler. I think that's Goldilocks, which kind of makes sense because you're trying to find the 3 bears. And then the Snow White, I think, is another kind of dungeon crawly one. I'll have to play them on the channel. That way I can we'll play them and say how I think about them. But for me, the theme on this one, I think, is just pretty much the art, right? It's thematic. It's fairy tales. I like all that. Like the art. That's fun. The snow or the Belle and the Beauty and the Beast design for the game, beyond some of the elements, like, okay, we get a rose and there was a candelabra. The theme is just, you're not playing for the thematic, as I would say. And that's kind of the same with most of the 20 strong, like even when I did the Nemesis and Tainted Grail and the Ether Fields, like the theme was there because the game has that theme, but it doesn't feel as thematic as if you were to play those bigger brother games. So kind of the same thing here. The theme is just the art. All right, there we go, guys. That is this. I do have stream set up for the rest of the week, so if you want to watch those, hit to remind me. I don't know what's what day anymore because you know it's Wednesday, it's Hump Day, it's the middle of the week. You have no clue what's going on. I do have a stream tonight, and I am playing my Kingdom, so we're going to see how far we can get in my Legacy Kingdom, see if we can expand it a little bit more by playing one of the built-in modules. I do want to give a shout out. I forgot to mention at the very beginning. I want to give a shout out. We did hit our $1,000 goal for Extra Life charities, thanks to Justin. So a big shout out to him. He's made, I think this is his 3rd donation this year, and greatly appreciated. One of which he did actually do as part of the Tom Vassell Foundation giveaway that they do. So I was kind of like, okay, I got to give back by giving back. So we were doing the pay it forward double time on that one. So I do appreciate that. We did get to 1,000, but what that means to you guys is I will have a giveaway coming up soon, and that giveaway will be one of either 2 or 3 games. One I know is going to be one of the Marvel United bundles, which will include a game, an expansion, a playmat. Yeah, because the other bundles are going to be the bigger bundle, and the bigger bundle I'm going to wait to see if we can hit our 2,000, and then we'll do that. The other one is I do have an extra copy of Frozen Frontier that was sent to me by Arcane Wonders. So that will probably be the second bundle that would be all. I say bundle. It's one game. That'd be the second game that would be up on offer. And I'll have to see what I will do for the 3rd game up on offer. Marvel United Brenda. David, I'd imagine you have it. It's the core box, is the Enter the Spider-Verse box, the Doctor Strange. It was that bundle that Amazon had, plus a playmat, right? So it'll either be, because I use that new playmat, it'll either be the season 1 or the season 2 playmat, whatever the person wants. Yeah. You don't have a mat? Okay. You're making me debate. Do I give you a mat? But the second bundle, the $2,000 bundle, will be, when we hit $2,000, will be the other mat, the same minis, the Witching Hour promo box, and the extras that I got from Minis from Mars, the little tokens and stuff that he sent me, will be in that bundle. But that's when we hit $2,000. We'll see how we go there. But yeah, I'll have to figure out what the third. I have to see if I can find another 3rd game that's maybe in a different genre than those two to give. And once I figure that out, then we'll do the giveaway video. We'll announce it. Most likely, since we're running at the end of May, what I'll probably do is do it through the entire month of June. Is most likely what I'll do. But again, there'll be a video. It'll come out. So if you want to know when that giveaway goes live, again, I don't know if anybody's even watching at this point in the video, but if you want to know when that goes live, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification to see the video, to know how you can enter the giveaway. If you're not interested in the giveaway, that's fine. You can, of course, click down below to support Extra Life charities, make a donation down below. I will say the giveaway, I will probably do it like I've done previous years. I will probably allow comments on social media, so Instagram and Instagram and the YouTube video, but that's only gonna be like 1 entry. That's it, just 1 entry. If you do the donations, of course, that's where you're going to get the greater amount of entries. And when I talk about greater, it's going to be significantly different, where the 1 comment probably isn't going to help you at all. But never say never. I mean, one entry could be enough to win, right? Somebody buys 1 lottery ticket and they win the lottery. So either way, guys, I don't know if anybody's ever done that. They probably buy like hundreds of lottery tickets, the ones that win. We are going to go eat some lunch because we are way over my lunchtime. So until next time, guys. Peace.